Please be seated. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, my brother, Honorable Henry Sereki Dixon, and your dear wife, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, distinguished senators and members of the National and State Houses of Assembly here present, the Honorable Minister of Petroleum and the Minister for Industry, Trade and Investment, members of the Diplomatic Corps, captains of industry. Let me especially recognize the presence of our former party chairman, Alhaji Bamanga Tukur, and also my senior brother, the former governor of Bayelsa State, Chief DSP Alamasia. I will also specially recognize the Chief Judge of Bayelsa State and other senior citizens, Your Royal Majesties and our Royal Fathers, the guest speakers and participants, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I will start my speech by extending the sincere greetings and felicitations of Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan GCFR, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who would have liked to be with us this afternoon, but for some other exigencies of his office, and has therefore directed me to represent him on this very important occasion. And I'll read his speech. I'm always delighted at any opportunity to inaugurate a development agenda or a groundbreaking project of progress and redefinition. And today's forum, for which we are gathered here in Bayelsa, cannot be any less inspiring. I cannot deny a tinge of sentiment in today's initiative. Right from its creation in 1996, Bayelsa has remained a beautiful but rural state and its vast potential not fully realized. This gap between potential and full realization is the great business opportunity that Bayelsa State Government, by this summit, is calling attention to. I want to specially thank my brother, the governor, and the government of this very important summit. As the pioneer deputy governor and second civilian governor, I have a good understanding of what is required to put Bayelsa State in proper perspective. Bayelsa State is undoubtedly green in vegetation and green in investment opportunities. So what is required today of Bayelsans and all people of goodwill who seek to partner in her growth and development? The first imperative is to secure peace in Bayelsa State and all the Niger Delta. Because without peace, we cannot plan, and even when we make the best plans, they cannot be effectively implemented for the benefit of people for whom they are designed for. The second imperative requires for Bayelsans rapid development in unity. Unity above partisanship and politics, unity against internal division, but preeminently unity in planning and development. In this regard, let us very quickly reflect on the theme of this forum, which is appropriately unlocking Bayelsa State's economic potential, opportunities, and challenges. Placed against the imperative I mentioned, without peace and unity, we can neither identify opportunities nor tackle challenges, and certainly not unlock our economic potentials. I'm glad the government is not resting in mobilizing our people for the great and urgent task of development by working hard to secure sustainable peace. I suggest that the work for peace be now broadened in a way that all neighboring states will work in unison with Bayelsa State so as to celebrate our collective aspiration for development in the shortest possible time. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is true that Bayelsa is well blessed with abundant petroleum resources, but we must not restrict our zeal for development to just what can be derived from the petroleum industry. The wealthiest man in Nigeria, and indeed in Africa today, is not known to be primarily involved in petroleum. Hence, we must pay attention to our agricultural potentials, both on land and in sea. We must pay attention to our unique coastal landscape, which is not only desired for tourists globally, but facilitates maritime traffic with its wide prospects. Our rich culture and very amiable and creative people, which provide the right environment for willing and able investors, are also formidable assets. Indeed, Bayelsa has a lot to offer, but only by our creativity and diligence can we make a reality of our abundant endowment. Another area of great importance is education. To contribute effectively in the lofty plans and potentials of Bayelsa, we must have youth who possess the right skills and competences. I know that the governor and the government has made this a priority. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. This must continue relentlessly, both in widening of access and an upgrading of faculty and infrastructure. To me, these are key to development, and I'm happy the state government is making them high priorities. Just a few days ago, I was in Nasarawa State to commission one of Africa's largest farms, and a few days before that, the Vice President commissioned a new housing estate in Enugu on my behalf. These projects are all products of partnership between the federal, the state government, and the private investors. The PPP model has proven to be a veritable tool for accelerated development, and I will encourage its propagation here as well as have been promoting in other states and at the federal level. I commend the state government, and in particular Governor Sriaki Dixon, for this invigorating and well-articulated initiative. I'm happy to see that the master plan is being constantly implemented. I'm also happy to see purpose vehicle cooperation set up for different branches of agriculture, as well as the government's introduction of the benefits of home ownership through mortgages, as we are championing at the federal level through the Nigeria Mortgage refinancing